this is a very small video, but here's my view right now on the LGBT community in Ruby, specifically Volume 7. This proves how ignorant and dumb, I'm not saying the entire community is, but some people in your community are so friggin' retarded in regards to the show Ruby. When it came to Clover and Crow, fair enough if Clover's gay, go for it. I'm not, I don't care about that. It's like, if he's gay, fine, he's gay, good on him. I'm all for that. There is technically no problem with Clover's sexuality or whatever Crow's sexuality is, whether it's gay, straight, bi. Nobody cares about the individual sexuality. The problem came up when Crow and Clover together. People outraged over queer baiting. Oh, you queer baited us and then you killed fucking Clover. How dare you, you homophobic Ruby cunts. That's how fragile the Ruby fandom's LGBT community is. They're fragile as shit. The point is, in the show, at no point in the show is it actually confirmed they're a couple. You can argue that maybe there was interest there, but they're never a couple. So, it can also be interpreted that they're just best friends. You know, Crow found a BFF that he can get along with. Men, such as myself, actually have BFFs, much like women have BFFs. We have one or two friends that we know we can count on above all else, and that's it. Like, we're much closer with. It's a deeper relationship. I got two friends that I'm like that with. Above all my other male friends, I got two closer friends that we're much closer with. It seems like we're more brothers than anything else. But back to the point is the fact that you guys broke mentally when he died. Queer baiting. Oh, marketing wise. Oh, let's release their two badges, good and bad luck. It makes sense. They got counteractive semblances. You guys raged quit at that. This is my big point. This is where it proves you guys are stupid motherfuckers at the largest peak. And as I said, please note, this is not the entire LGBT community. This is a specific people who were triggered by this queer baiting shit in the LGBT community. So if you were not triggered, if you did not give a shit, if you just, oh wow, Clover's dead, that's a shame. If that was you, this doesn't apply to you. These apply to the ones that triggered and went nuts over it. When it came to May Marigold, the happy huntress in Robin's group, who was announced that she's transgender, or he's trans... I don't even know where the fuck to go with the pronouns on this shit. Which was released online. It's not released as part of the show. In the context, when I was telling people, you got what happens in the show, stays in the show. What happens in the manga, stays in the manga. What happens in the comics, stays in the comics, because it's all different forms of media. This is a huge problem with Ruby in itself, is that the fan base has it in their head that it's all fucking canon. It's all connected, despite the fact that the characters in the comics and the manga are completely different to the characters in the show. So it's not all canon. They should be their own individual universe, but because in the comics and the manga they're not showing everything in the show like normal comics and manga do, they're just showing cutscenes. It's really that's really messy. But the point is, if you have to get online and the trans information is produced online, and then you watch the show, and May Marigold, there's no scene that applies to her sexuality in the show. She's not even a secondary character. She's a fucking side character that's side character. It doesn't even apply to the show. No one gives a shit. It's like Neptune at this point. Who fucking gives a shit about Neptune? But you arseholes are hypocrites in the way that May being trans is not queer baiting. It does nothing for the show or the character at all. If you remove the fact that that tweet went out saying that she's trans, if you people did not know that she was trans and you watched the show, you would have zero fucking idea that this character's trans. But you arseholes bought into it. The moment it went online, you arseholes were drooling. Oh, we got a trans character in the show. Oh, Kruby's so advanced because sexual representation. If you don't consider that queer baiting, then you motherfuckers that are going on about Clover and Crow, you guys are the biggest fucking hypocrites. To go on and say they're queer baiting Clover and Crow, but May Marigold is not queer baiting. That's what I hate about you specific people in the LGBT community. Stating, not all of you in the LGBT community, but those two, the Crow and Clover and the May Marigold, if that applies to you, you guys are the biggest fucking hypocrites. Idiots. Ignorant. And you guys are the fans that should not be watching the show. Because you're idiots. You need to go find yourself an anime that's just LGBT. That's very much targeted at LGBT. Hopefully they have well-written characters. Hopefully being LGBT applies to the plot. Go watch that. Go friggin' enjoy it. Because you guys are fucking idiots.